What do you get when you get all the gun control groups, a Biden endorsement, a Gavin Newsom, and a 28th Amendment? Well, it's a whole lot of infringement and a little bit of funny because everything I'm about to show you is, of course, expected from gun control groups. Biden outmaneuvers Newsom, and Newsom is left looking like, well, Newsom. Everything will be linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to show you guys this one because he just got outmaneuvered by the potato. Just saying. Now, of course, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. We are distributing freedom twice daily, and we would love to have you along for the ride. As you guys can tell, I am in a different environment. I'm at an event, but I've got to show you guys this. I've been waiting all day, and I am amped. Let's get into it. So, major gun safety groups have come together to endorse Joe Biden for president in 2024. Shocker. However, it's really funny that while they're endorsing Biden, that means that someone else is not getting that endorsement. Someone with a lot of hair gel, a lot of gusto, and a brand new, spicy, fancy 28th Amendment desire, which is failing miserably according to most recent advertising from his campaign for it. If you're not familiar with who I'm talking about Gavin Newsom. Now, Gavin Newsom came out and he wanted a 28th Amendment to the United States Constitution. Basically, all the gun control regimes passed in an amendment to the Constitution of the United States, which was a pipe dream to say it lightly. Pretty much got mocked on the left and the right as unreasonable and unrealistic on the left, and of course an infringement on the right. Meanwhile, since he didn't get the support that he wanted to go for a presidential bid potentially, or even be in the field at all, Biden outmaneuvered him. Check this out, because this is what the gun control groups did for Biden against Newsom. This is politics in its purest form. Check this out. The nation's most prominent gun safety groups are joining together to back President Joe Biden in 2024. An early endorsement that underscores Biden's grip on key Democratic coalitions as the party seizes on gun policy as a politically advantageous issue ahead of his re-election campaign. First of all, disgusting it's politically advantageous, specifically when they're incorporating things like 1,000% AR taxes, and magazine taxes, infringing upon your rights across the board, all the while the Supreme Court has reaffirmed gun rights across the board in the Bruen decision, with more pending. So, a little gross, just saying, particularly since they're purchasing their votes with your rights. But let's continue, because I want to show you who's doing this, and then we'll kind of tie it all together with the Gavster, because it's funny. The endorsement obtained by the Associated Press in advance of the formal release represents the first time the groups have jointly announced support for a presidential candidate. The first time. Put a pin in that. We'll come back to it. The groups include Brady and its youth-led arm Team Enough, Community Justice Action Fund, Everytown for Gun Safety Action Fund and its grassroots networks, Mom Demands Action, and Students Demand Action, and Gifford. So that's the who's who of gun control. But now, I want to show something and highlight it because they don't tell you this in the article and they don't tell you this in the Democratic media, but I will tell you this. For the first time ever, all the gun control groups coalesced behind a presidential candidate this far in advance in the primaries. It's almost like they felt some pressure from Gavin taking the gun control gusto or stealing the thunder, so they headed him off at the pass. Meanwhile, Gavin Newsom is the front man, the page guy, the page man, and the bag holder for the 28th Amendment, which has no hopes and dreams, looking like a court jester, and he got outmaneuvered by Biden. Just saying, because Biden wanted the gun control groups. He wanted their endorsement. He wanted it early. He said, look at all the stuff that I've done and I'm going to do for you, my constituents. And in return, they helped him outflank Newsom. So the annoying part here is Biden's got the support, probably going to be the nominee again, and Newsom just got outflanked, which is hilarious. But I got one more thing for you. Because isn't this interesting? And this speaks to something larger with Biden specifically. It's almost like they understand and they read the room as Biden appears weak and not in control and kind of out of it. Check this out. It also follows similar joint endorsements from abortion rights groups, labor unions, and climate organizations. Well, that's interesting. A strategy meant to demonstrate Biden's strength among various party constituencies as he faces nominal primary challengers and skepticism from many Democratic voters over whether he should run for a second term. They said the quiet part out loud. Everyone is questioning on the Democrat side if he should run for a second term because he's older than dirt, he's pretty much incoherent, and he's not exactly the stunning image of strength. Okay, now that I've said that from my perspective, even the Democrats and the gun control groups and these coalitions, they also know it. So what the Biden administration has done is they've gone out and said, we really need to appear strong in unison, and we need to put the perception out there that everyone's behind him and coming behind the president as he goes into his first re-election campaign for a second term. That's what this is all about. Make no mistake. The story here is not that these groups said, you know what, we endorse Biden. The story here is Biden administration pushed this hard for these endorsements this early to counter the idea that he's weak. That's a big deal. And meanwhile, the hair gel monster from California, Gavster, he's stuck holding a 28th Amendment, which is a pipe dream and has no chance, looking like an idiot. And that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.